Hello everyone. Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into a truth that might shake you. Does getting older really have to mean struggling financially, living paycheck to paycheck on Social Security, and depending on your kids? The answer is a loud and clear no. But avoiding that trap requires something many people never do: preparing early and preparing right. This isn't just another money talk. This is a wake-up call. A story to remind you that a wealthy, independent retirement isn't a dream, it's a decision. And it's one you have to start making today. I want you to picture this. You're 70 years old, waking up in your own home, sunlight spilling through the blinds, and you know you can spend the day however you like. Maybe you have coffee at your favorite diner, book a last-minute flight to visit family in another state, or stay in and read a good book, without worrying about the electric bill. You're not relying on your kids. You're not second-guessing whether you can afford your medication. You're free. But there's another picture, and it's far more common. A retirement where you're watching every penny, waiting for your Social Security check, feeling stressed when grocery prices go up, or when your doctor prescribes a medication that's not fully covered by insurance. Millions of Americans are living that reality. And too many accept it as fate. Let me tell you something: poverty in old age is not fate. It's the result of choices, or lack of choices, you've made along the way. I've worked with countless clients across the U.S., and I keep seeing the same pattern. People work hard, they earn money, they spend it. And then, one day, they stop working, and it hits them: they don't have enough to live the life they want. And here's the tough truth: preparing financially for retirement is not just about saving a little in a checking account. If that's your plan, you're going to run into trouble. Inflation eats away at your money, and healthcare costs in retirement rise faster than you think. Look at the numbers. In America, over 40% of people over 60 have zero retirement savings. That's right, zero. And even for those who do save, the average 401k balance for people in their early 60s often won't last 20 or 30 years. Why does this happen? The first reason is the "I'll deal with it later" mindset. In your 30s and 40s, retirement feels decades away. It's easy to prioritize vacations, cars, home upgrades, without realizing how quickly time flies. The second reason is relying entirely on Social Security. For most retirees, Social Security replaces only about 30 to 40% of their pre-retirement income. That's not enough to cover the basics, let alone travel or enjoy life. The third reason is avoiding investing. Many people are afraid of the stock market, so they keep all their savings in low-interest accounts. But when your money earns less than inflation, you're quietly losing purchasing power every year. And the fourth reason, one that's sensitive for a lot of families, is depending on your kids. Of course, children may want to help. But if your entire plan is, "my kids will take care of me," you're giving up your independence, and you might be putting stress on relationships. So, what's the way out? First, change your mindset. Money is not just for spending, it's for growing. Saving is important, but investing is how you make your money work for you. A simple guideline like the 50/30/20 rule works well. 50% of your income for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings and investments. Second, take advantage of retirement accounts. If you're still working, contribute as much as you can to your 401k, especially if your employer offers a match. It's free money. Consider a Roth IRA as well, so you can grow money tax-free for the future. Third, invest for the long term. You don't need to gamble on risky stocks. Low-cost index funds and target-date retirement funds are great options. Set up automatic contributions and let compound growth do its job. Fourth, build an emergency fund. Aim for 6 to 12 months of expenses so you're not forced to pull from your retirement savings when life throws you a curveball. And finally, diversify your income. Even in retirement, you can earn extra through part-time consulting, turning a hobby into a business, or renting out property. It keeps money coming in and keeps you active. Let me share the story of David from Florida. He was a high school teacher, not a high-income job. But starting at 35, he put 15% of every paycheck into his 403b and some into a Roth IRA. He didn't touch it for 30 years. When he retired, he had enough to travel, spoil his grandkids, and live without financial stress. Or take Susan from Ohio. At 52, she started selling homemade candles on Etsy. The first year, It was just side money. But she kept learning about marketing, built a loyal customer base, and by 62, she had turned her small shop into a full-time income stream. That extra money allowed her to retire without worrying about bills. Stories like these prove you don't need to start rich, you just need to start now. Every dollar you save and invest today builds the freedom you'll have tomorrow. Here's something I want you to do after watching this video. Write down exactly how much you have saved for retirement, how much you think you'll need for 20 years, and the gap between the two. That gap is your motivation. Start closing it today. Cut unnecessary spending, increase your savings rate, invest regularly, and don't stop. Retirement should be the best chapter of your life, a time when you have the health, the freedom, and the money to do what you love. Thank you for watching until the end. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you'll use it in your life. Your input means the world to us, so don't be shy. Reading your comments gives us motivation and encouragement. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us keep creating content that informs and inspires you. Thank you for watching, and we can't wait to see you in the next video.